January 13th, 2022. Baltimore County, Maryland. A 27-year-old hairstylist finishes work at her salon. She's laughing with her aunt, walking to her car in a busy shopping plaza in the middle of the day. Then gunshots ring out. She runs one way, her aunt runs the other. Moments later, Diamond Trueheart is found slumped in her vehicle, shot multiple times in the head. Masked men, broad daylight, a crowded parking lot. And over 2 years later, nobody has been arrested. This is the story of Diamond Trueheart, a mother, an entrepreneur, a woman who built 3 successful businesses and was launching a new self-care program the very day she was murdered. Who wanted her dead? And why has justice been so slow to come? Disclaimer. Before we continue, this case involves graphic descriptions of gun violence and murder. Viewer discretion is advised. They think January 6th is crazy, but we go through it every day. Life is just, it doesn't mean nothing. Some people say, if you live past 25, you lived your life. That's crazy. Those are the words of a Baltimore County resident, reflecting on the violence that has become all too common in their community. Diamond Trueheart didn't live in a war zone. She lived in Baltimore County. She worked in a shopping plaza where families shopped, where workers grabbed lunch, where neighbors ran errands. But on January 13th, 2022, that plaza became a crime scene. And Diamond became another statistic in a growing epidemic of gun violence. If you're here for true crime that refuses to forget the victims, that demands answers when cases go cold, hit that subscribe button. We bring you new cases every single day. Real stories, real victims, real investigations that need attention. Let's talk about who Diamond Trueheart was before she became a headline. Diamond Trueheart was 27 years old, and in those 27 years, she had accomplished more than most people do in a lifetime. She was a mother, a sister, an aunt, a niece, a friend, and according to everyone who knew her, she was the glue that held her family together. A business owner of Diamond Luxury Laces, where she took pride in healthy hair care and made beautiful custom lace wigs for her clients. Diamond didn't just own one business. She owned 2 successful beauty businesses, Diamond Luxury Laces and Diamond Luxe Studios. These weren't side hustles. These were thriving enterprises built on Diamond's passion for beauty, her dedication to her craft, and her desire to empower others. She offered services like braiding, custom wigs, and natural hair care. But it wasn't just about creating stunning looks. It was about helping people express their authentic selves. Her clients didn't just leave with beautiful hair. They left feeling beautiful, confident, seen. Many described their experiences with Diamond as transformative, both inside and out. She had a natural ability to connect with people, to make them feel valued, to lift them up. Diamond's entrepreneurial journey wasn't just about business. It was about creating a space where people could feel comfortable and empowered. Whether it was a young woman preparing for a special occasion or someone seeking a fresh start, Diamond made her clients feel like they were her top priority every single time. She took pride in her work. You could see it in the precision and care she put into every service. And it was that attention to detail that earned her a loyal clientele who trusted her completely. But Diamond wasn't just focused on her own success. She was deeply involved in her community. So I decided to do a raffle instead because it's October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's really dear to my heart because my grandmother is a breast cancer survivor, 13 years strong. So that's such a blessing. So I wanted to give back. Diamond believed in lifting others up, especially those who felt overlooked or underserved.
Instead, because it's October, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's really dear to my heart because my grandmother is a breast cancer survivor, 13 years strong, so that's such a blessing. So I wanted to give back.
She mentored young women interested in pursuing careers in beauty. She volunteered her time to help others who battled life-threatening illnesses. She used her business as a platform to support causes close to her heart. And she made it her mission to ensure that her success was shared with those around her. Above all, Diamond was a loving mother, a role she cherished deeply. She balanced her busy career with the demands of motherhood, always putting her child's needs first. Family was her foundation, and she worked tirelessly to ensure that those she loved were cared for, supported, and loved in return. Diamond often shared photos and moments with her child on social media, showcasing the joy and fulfillment her family brought her. Just days before her death, Diamond launched her third business, a transitional diary titled Becoming Her. It was a self-care program she was incredibly proud of. She was promoting it online, sharing her vision with followers, building momentum. She had so much to look forward to. Her dreams were unfolding in front of her. She had a steady hand on the wheel of her future. Or so she thought. January 13th, 2022, a Thursday afternoon. Diamond and her aunt were finishing up a long day at the Cilantro Select Suites Salon, located in the Catonsville Plaza shopping center off Baltimore National Pike. This had become a familiar routine for Diamond. Work hard, serve her clients, and then head home to her family. That particular day was no different. She had wrapped up her appointments and was preparing to leave with her aunt, who had been with her throughout the day. The two shared a close bond, both personally and professionally. They spent much of their time together at the salon, laughing, working, supporting each other. At approximately 12:57 p.m., they stepped into the parking lot, ready to head home. The sound of their laughter filled the space as they joked and reflected on the busy day they just had. Everything seemed like a typical afternoon. Ordinary. Safe. And then, suddenly, gunshots rang out. Loud, fast, relentless. Diamond and her aunt, both instantly startled, had no time to react or process what was happening. Diamond instinctively ran in one direction, hoping to get to safety. Her aunt ran in the opposite direction, unsure where the danger was coming from. Diamond, known for her composure and strength, ran with everything she had, trying to find a way out of the danger, trying to escape the unknown assailant. But fate was cruel that day. Just moments later, she was found shot dead inside her car, slumped over, her driver's side door ajar. The gunshots that had shattered her world also ended it in an instant. Diamond, who had always fought so hard to build a life filled with love, success, and promise, was taken in the blink of an eye. Her aunt, frantic and desperate, reached her side, attempting to revive her, to do anything to bring her back. It was a painful, futile effort, mourning the loss of a loved one. Baltimore County Police are investigating after a woman was gunned down yesterday afternoon. It happened in the parking lot of the Catonsville Plaza, right off of Baltimore National Pike. Thursday, just before 1 in the afternoon, Baltimore County Police responded to the 5400 block of Baltimore National Pike after they were told a woman had been shot several times. Diamond was found inside her vehicle, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Baltimore County detectives acted quickly. They opened a full homicide investigation almost immediately. The chilling nature of Diamond's death was compounded by the fact that it occurred in broad daylight in a public space where many could have potentially witnessed the attack. Despite the rapid response from police, the investigation quickly hit a frustrating standstill. Authorities have not publicly named any suspects. They have not definitively identified a motive, and no arrests have been made. It happened in January, and it's like going on May, and it's still zero suspects, leads, videos, tips. They haven't told us anything. That was Diamond's family, speaking out months after her murder, frustrated by the lack of progress. Detectives have suggested that the killing may have been targeted, but this remains speculative as the motive has yet to be confirmed. We're still trying to follow up leads and continuing our investigation to figure out exactly what was the motive behind this homicide. In an effort to gain more information, police released images and sketches of individuals believed to be connected to the shooting. They also identified a dark-coloured 2000 Acura TL that may have been involved in the crime. Authorities are hoping that the release of these images will jog someone's memory or encourage witnesses to come forward, even if they feel the information they have is insignificant. We do believe that there were individuals that were in the parking lot at the time and slash or in the area. And we ask that they would please come forward and provide us any information that could help lead to an arrest of the individuals involved with this shooting. So despite a visible presence in the area, no arrests have been made. In January 2023, a full year after Diamond's murder, detectives released new video footage and still images of individuals believed to be suspects, alongside more details about the dark-coloured Acura seen near the scene. We're still trying to find leads. We know individuals may have been in that parking lot at that time or in that area. They may have just witnessed the incident. If they have, please just come forward. Metro Crime Stoppers of Maryland has offered a reward of up to $2,000 for any information that leads to an arrest. Police need your help in finding a Baltimore County woman's killer. 27-year-old Diamond Trueheart was shot to death in the parking lot at Catonsville Plaza Shopping Center. A $2,000 reward is now on the table for information on the death of this daughter, mother, and sister. The reward is still active as part of the ongoing effort to solve the case, providing an added incentive for people who might otherwise be hesitant to speak up. Detectives have emphasized that tips can remain anonymous, reassuring the public that their identities will be protected if they choose to assist in the investigation. But despite these efforts, the case remains cold. The nature of the shooting shocked local residents, getting to a point where you're afraid to even go outside the door. Where's the solution? Because nothing seems to be working. Catonsville Plaza, a bustling shopping center on Baltimore National Pike, was considered a relatively peaceful place where families shopped, workers left their jobs, and neighbors ran errands. This random act of violence in such a public area rattled nearby residents, many of whom admitted they rarely heard gunshots in that part of Baltimore County. One shopping patron who witnessed the aftermath described the chaos. It was chaotic up here yesterday. I come out the market from shopping and about 6 or 7 police up here. Another local community member lamented how everyday life has grown more dangerous, saying that even routine errands now carry a sense of risk. I think it's just tragic. I mean, we got enough people getting killed now. We got the ladies and the kids getting killed. One resident remarked that society has become desensitized to shootings, noting bitterly that if one lives past the age of 25, many feel they've lived their life. They think January 6th is crazy, but we go through it every day. Life is just, it doesn't mean nothing. Some people say, if you live past 25, you lived your life. That's crazy. Neighbors voiced frustration, describing how news of the killing rippled through the community. A place where people once felt relatively safe, now marked by fear and uncertainty. Diamond's murder sparked broader conversations about community safety and gun violence in Baltimore County. Residents and leaders alike have voiced concern that seemingly random shootings can occur in places once thought secure. This sense of vulnerability has increased calls for stronger public safety initiatives and community policing efforts, especially in commercial areas where families and workers gather daily. While these broader policy discussions are ongoing, a Diamond's family and friends continue to grapple with the personal loss. A vibrant life cut short, a mother taken away, a family forever altered. Chapter 5. A family searching for answers, 1700 to 2000. Diamond's family was devastated by the senseless loss. Her uncle, Cedric Holloway, openly shared his anguish and confusion. I want to know why my niece got shot in the head. His testimony captured the heartbreak of a family trying to heal from a sudden and brutal killing. He explained how Diamond and her sister were walking out of work when the shots rang out, leaving loved ones struggling to understand why someone would target her. My mom called me and she said her daughter and her niece Diamond, so Nikki and Diamond were walking out of her job and they just heard guns. And then Diamond ran one way and my sister Nikki ran the other way. And they don't know where it came from or why. Family members described Diamond as the glue of their family, a woman whose absence created a dark cloud over their lives. I put this photo up, and I jumped them because I don't care. I don't care. That was a family member speaking about keeping Diamond's memory alive, refusing to let her be forgotten, no matter how much time passes. Each day that passes without answers is another painful reminder that Diamond's killer remains free. The frustration is palpable as the family holds on to the hope that someone, somewhere, will come forward with the crucial piece of information needed to bring Diamond's killer to justice. For Diamond's family, the prolonged wait for justice has only deepened their grief. While for the detectives, every day without closure for the victim and her loved ones is another day they feel the weight of their responsibility to solve the case. The investigation remains active, and the commitment to finding the truth persists, with the hope that justice for Diamond will eventually be served. As of the making of this video, Diamond Trueheart's murder remains unsolved. Over 2 years have passed since she was gunned down in broad daylight in a crowded shopping plaza. Over 2 years since her family held her for the last time. Over 2 years since her child lost their mother. And still, no arrests have been made. Diamond was 27 years old. She was a mother, a businesswoman, a mentor, a friend. She was the heartbeat of her family, the person everyone turned to when they needed strength. She had just launched her 3rd business. She was celebrating new beginnings. She was building a legacy. And in an instant, it was all taken away. The questions remain. Who killed Diamond Trueheart? And why? Was it random violence? A case of mistaken identity? Or was she targeted for reasons we still don't understand? Detectives believe there were people in that parking lot who saw something. Maybe they didn't realize what they witnessed was important. Maybe they were scared to come forward. But Diamond's family is still waiting, still grieving, still searching for answers. If you were in the Catonsville Plaza Shopping Center on January 13th, 2022, around 1 p.m., and you saw anything unusual, anything at all, please come forward. If you know anything about the dark-colored Acura TL that was seen near the scene, please contact Baltimore County Police. If you have any information that could help solve this case, you can remain anonymous. Call Metro Crime Stoppers at 18667-LOCKUP or contact Baltimore County Police directly. There is still a $2,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Diamond Trueheart deserves justice. Her family deserves answers. Her child deserves to know that the person who took their mother away is being held accountable. Our deepest condolences go out to Diamond's family during this unimaginably painful time. We hope her killer is brought to justice swiftly and that Diamond's memory is honored as the beautiful, caring person she was. We pray that her family finds peace and healing, knowing that their beloved Diamond will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, Diamond Trueheart. Your life mattered. Your work mattered. Your family will never stop fighting for you. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, share it. Someone out there knows something. Hit that subscribe button for daily true crime content that refuses to let victims be forgotten. What do you think happened to Diamond? Let us know in the comments below. Stay safe out there. See you in the next one.